You bought that thing? How much did that cost you? Did you get it for cheap? I heard that thing's super weak. How does it sound? I don't know anybody who plays that thing. Ugh. Yeah, I heard it's unique. Timbre? No, I've never played one. This is the Timbre Wolf. It is a polyphonic synthesizer. It is built like a tank and also does mono and unison. Let me talk about the pros. It is sturdy. It's got incredible keys on it, actually. It is technically a mini synth, a 25 key synth, but it doesn't have mini keys, which is a big problem that I have with a lot of the smaller synthesizers made today. As you can see, it has 4 outputs for each voice. It has 4 voices, and each voice has its own controls: volume, tune, filter cutoff, filter resonance, envelope, amount, and decay. When you're in mono, you play on voice 1. You can see the little light that goes off there. When you're in poly, you can see that it round robins between each one of the voices. And when I play a chord, it actually picks up a few of the voices. I'm not quite sure where it decides which voice to pick up. When you're in unison, it plays all 4 voices at once. It has a pitch wheel. And the step sequencer has an A part, a B part, and 2 fills. One that goes after the A and one that goes after a B. Basically, you get 16 steps in A and you get 16 steps in B. The fills also have 16 steps. So if you time it correctly, you could probably get around 64 steps. If you're playing sequence A and then you hit the fill button, it will actually cut off where you are in A and play the rest of the fill. You can tie the sequences together. You can see there I'm in step A. You can have that go into A and B. So if I were to put play right now, it would play the A part and then it would go straight into the B part and go back into the A part and go back to the B part. The drawbacks. The drawbacks with this machine are very obvious, and it's probably why a lot of people give it a lot of flack. One of the big ones that I find is the tuning feature. This tuning feature is practically useless. The tuning feature is something that you see on a lot of synthesizers, and it can be used for making chords just by playing one key. On this one, it basically just takes the key and tunes it differently. What's the point in that? Another con about this is that it comes with what it calls wood paneling, but if you look closely, it's not wood paneling at all. It is fake. It is plastic, and it is detailed to look like wood. Thankfully, they gave you 3 large, ugly-ass screws on the side for you to take them off, and if you want to, replace them with whatever you want, or just don't. The howl knob is basically its version of the overdrive. If I don't have it on at all, this is what it sounds like. Fairly quiet. If I turn it up just a little bit, jumps up like 5 decibels. And if I turn it just a little bit more, jumps up another 5 decibels. And if I go about 45 degrees, I get that much overdrive. Problem is, if I go any further, I'm not going to get any more noticeable overdrive than it already has right now. So that's at 45 degrees. This is what it at max. Sounds the same. And lastly, its final drawback is the octave. It only can go up 1 octave and down 1 octave. So if I play this, I can go down. Doesn't go any further. About as far as I go. Now if I go back to 0, head up 1, that's about as far as I can go. Why do I own it? Well, admittedly, this is not for everyone. It has a very unique sound. It's something I don't hear very often, and it comes in handy when I'm trying to find something new. It's a polyphonic synthesizer, and when you can get one of these for fairly cheap, and it's built really well, why wouldn't you want to have something like that? And despite most of its drawbacks, it has features that are really neat. Let's play it. That's the Akai Timbre Wolf or Timbre Wolf. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and see you at the next video.